If you're anything like me, you grew up on EA Fight Night. I think it started 2004 when I started playing it. And I would play with my cousins, and my cousins would be like 20 years old. They'd smash me and I'd be in tears. I just couldn't play it well. But I still loved the game, getting knocked down and having to get back up, or the thrill of knocking somebody else down whilst using an Xbox controller. It was just the game to grow up on. I grew up around family who were boxers as well, so it added into the culture of get around, grab a controller, and see if you can beat that other cousin talking absolute smack. Well, if that's what you grew up on as well, I think this video should help you. There's a game being released to Xbox in October called Undisputed. Now, as a PC player, we get to sort of test this game out a little bit by playing the beta. And I've got some thoughts about it, and I'm going to share them, regardless of whether you like it or not. Undisputed, a lot like the old Undisputed games, is a classic boxing game. There's a few different modes that they've released now, and obviously more content's going to come at full release. But for the minute, the content that's there is really crispy clean. I really like playing it. I'm playing on a 3070 with a 5600X, and the graphics are pretty awesome. I really like the game so far. Granted, I haven't played much multiplayer. I've sort of just really enjoyed playing single player, and I've been playing the career mode, which is pretty cool. You can create your own character or go through the career as a licensed fighter. At the moment, they don't have a huge amount of licensed fighters. They have enough that the game is interesting. I chose the cruiserweight division for my career, and I was able to fight people like Alexander Usyk and Rocky Marciano. The career is sort of a little bit limited to you're just picking and playing opponents. There's not really much story behind it, but I'd imagine more story would come at full release, which I'm really looking forward to. I think full release, I'm really hoping this game takes off. Growing up boxing and playing boxing games, this game could be the game changer. This could bring in boxing games the same way that UFC did when it first came out on Xbox. And that's what I really hope happens. I think there's a few gameplay mechanics that need to change a little bit so that there's not so many left hook Larrys out there. But in saying that, it is kind of fun to just throw left hooks all day and have them land no matter what. The gameplay is really smooth. This game is pretty well designed. It feels really, really good to be playing. When you jab, you jab. When you don't, you don't. And you can get punished for missing. I think the AI is pretty good as well. You can choose your difficulty and play against as hard or as easy AI as you want. And that's super important in a game like this. You're going to have beginners who've never played boxing games before, and you're going to have really technical, awesome players who've grown up on it. Me, myself, I'm just a casual, so getting on and being able to fight people who are challenging enough to give me a challenge, but not so hard that I want to quit the game. At full release, we're going to see a lot more, and this is only like the start of it. But if this is what's to come, then we should be excited. As a former boxer, I think that this game is freaking awesome. I really, really, really enjoy it. And if you have a PC and you have Steam, I'd really recommend just downloading it, putting a few hours into it. I would give this game at the moment maybe like a 6 out of 10, just because there's not a whole heap of content. But again, this is still in beta. It hasn't even been fully released yet. Yeah, I'll be making another video at release talking about what's been implemented, but this is something that we should all be excited for. So let me know down in the comments below what you think of the game and what you think you need to see from Undisputed to be able to be that next big combat game. Anyways, that's me. Yo!